I've had many sips with this. Or sips of this.
Sepsis.
I've had sepsis.
Sepsis is actually real.
It is real. Oh, is that a frozen bottle of water?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
How'd you do that?
Do you have powers?
Welcome to Curiosity Public. My name is Dutch.
My name is Jules.
You know me as Angelic Dylan.
Now he whispers.
I know. We're trying to get the mic levels right. And he starts yelling. And then we gotta get the mic levels right. And now he starts whispering. Yeah.
What was the quote?
A whisper?
No, to understand the sound of a whisper or something?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, well, welcome to
My lords.
Oh, God.
My ladies.
And all you other people.
Not sitting on a corset.
Welcome to yet another episode of our Ultimate Spirits Competition, our quest to review every sipping spirit on the face of the planet. And in this episode, we're going to be drinking...
Whiskey of the year.
Apparently, somebody else said that this was the whiskey of the year.
Yeah. Actually, two websites.
It's the Glenglassaugh.
Glenglassaugh.
Sandend.
Sandend.
Sanded, as I thought it was forever, but it is Sandend. Let's take a look at this bottle. It's actually a really cool looking bottle.
Very unique, I gotta say.
Glenglassaugh, Sandend, Highland.
Did you say Glenglassaugh?
I don't know what I said. Highland single malt, and look at that proof point. That's actually what kind of caught me off guard.
Very unique.
Yeah, 101, 50.05% alcohol. Inspired by the crescent beaches of Sandend Bay, the Glenglassaugh Sandend is matured in bourbon, sherry, and manzanilla casks for luscious waves of flavor.
Waves of
Brown Foreman, maybe that's why it wins these competitions. Wow. The bottle, I should note, is cracked.
Oh shoot!
In shipping to me, and it's sharp. So if you handle it, be careful. This was not their fault. This was the shipping company's fault. It actually did a very good job packing it, but somehow there's a little, see that?
Yeah, look at that.
Damage there.
Little nub.
But it's fine.
It survived. Will it survive our drop test?
It's actually pretty good, pretty hefty bottle, and I really do like the design of this bottle.
I think it's beautiful.
So pass your glasses down.
It's almost like a honey bottle.
Excuse me. Who said this was the best whiskey of the year?
So Whiskey Advocate deemed this whiskey of the year, and they said it was unanimous.
Hey,
like there wasn't even a doubt.
Hang on. You know what else Whiskey Advocate said? They said that at the whiskey event we were going to go to, that they'd have Yamazaki 18.
Yeah.
And they didn't.
They didn't even have anything. They had nothing.
They lied.
That's not their fault.
They had Toki.
No, I'm
so
that's not their fault.
Let's talk about this. So if you've never heard of this distillery, you're not alone. It's been...
Is it one of the
hidden ones? I think it opened back in, 1875, and then it kind of closed, and then it got sold in 2006, 2008.
This is good research, Dylan.
No, I'm trying to get the dates right, but I don't care. But the most important thing is it was purchased by Brown Foreman in 2016, and they wanted to kind of make a splash and pay off a bunch of people, and it was #1 in Vine Pair and Whiskey Advocate.
Didn't they also buy Glendronach around the same time?
But here's the other thing. The big thing is that this is priced at $70, okay?
Like we're not even here.
And it's 50.5%, right? And
that alone's a nice value proposition.
I mean, like, the presentation is very beautiful.
There is a box. I don't know what happened to the box. We'll try to put a picture up of what the box looks like.
Yeah, so let's see if this is indeed #1.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's matured in bourbon,
sherry, and manzanilla.
Yep.
What is manzanilla?
Yeah, what is
that? A kind of sweet wine?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right, let's get into this. Be back in a jiff. Oh yeah, price paid. Actual price paid. Let me see what we actually paid for this.
Here, I'll just say what I paid. I paid $78.
Oh, here we go. I paid...
He just made that up.
I paid $69.99.
I bought it first.
I'm making it. That's the thumbnail picture of your face right there.
That is it.
This reminds me of something.
The sea.
That's marketing.
No, man.
No, this reminds me of another scotch. I can't place it.
Wow.
Jules is happy we're switching to Scotch, I think. He's been tired of
This is good.
other stuff.
This is double gold, y'all.
Just easily influenced by the magazine.
Totally feel it. I totally feel it.
I don't know why my score. I think my score's messed up, man. Uh-oh.
Good.
It's good.
Oh. Come on.
Riley?
Think. O'Reilly. Auto Parts. I'm Earl Shide. I'll paint any car for $99.95.
95.
All right, we've had some time to taste. We've all scored it independently. We haven't discussed our scores. We haven't revealed our scores to each other yet. We're going to do that in just a second. But first, Jules is going to tell you about the Ultimate Spirits competition.
That's right. Thanks, Dutch. It is
You're welcome.
10 categories that add up to 100 points. The flavor components are aroma, flavor, body, complexity, balance, finish, uniqueness, drinkability. And the non-flavor components are, I thought I said that, uniqueness and drinkability, aesthetics and value.
Value.
In medal in our competition, we get a 16 up and go from bronze, silver, gold to diamond.
All right, initial score time. Of course, this can change as we discuss it. Could go up, could go down. We'll see what happens. My initial score, 82.
Hey, I believe the hype train, 83.
All right. So, my score is most important. 82.
What? What is going on, dude? I am... All right, well, we are very focused
let's
here.
talk.
Let's talk. We haven't... Man, this is surprising. Okay, let's kick it off with aroma. Kind of the weak side for me, I gave it a 7.
I gave it an 8.
I gave it an 8.
I gave it an 8,
This was
man.
really pleasant. I was
what
at the beach.
You know what it
I mean,
smelled
this
like
was
to me? It smelled like something
amazing.
like a Highland... Like, not a Highland, but like a Glenmorangie 10, but like that somebody had upscaled it.
No.
Like, I don't know, there was something like
This was
reminiscent of a cheap Scotch, but done very well.
No. This is like the aroma profile of blended whiskeys.
Yes.
With multi-grain.
Yes,
There are
yes.
components of rice-based ones.
yeah.
There are ones that are like weeded-based ones.
Yep.
And then, of course, the barleys, right? And I have to say, I went in looking for faults. I mean, for a $70 whiskey, this is like the new kid on the block. The distillery's not really renowned. I was looking, I was like, where's the grain? Where's the harshness? Where's the unbalanced flavors? I wasn't getting it. Yeah. And I was like,
But
wow.
that's kind of what I was getting at. Glenmorangie 10 was the wrong example. It's like, you're right, it's like a blended Scotch upscaled.
Yeah, without the grain,
harshness.
without the harshness,
Yeah.
without
somebody
things that are
enhanced
being
that.
barreled out. Yeah, you're like, wow.
But there's still like an element to the nose that I just didn't...
That's not as sophisticated.
It smelled, yeah, it smelled cheap.
It felt
smelled
missing.
cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, that's why I was
It
like-
felt more like it was missing.
No, it smells a little cheap. It smells like
does,
cheaper
it does.
blended
It's-
whiskey.
yeah.
But like good. Like Chivas.
Still good.
This is like
Oh,
Chivas.
yeah. Like
Chivas
that.
21 nose, kind of, but like not quite as
I agree
luxurious.
with you.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Not as luxurious.
Like you would.
Actually, a really good comparison. The Chivas, like a good Chivas nose, like a blended Chivas,
12.
like a Chivas 12 nose.
Yeah.
Very similar.
Yeah, it's definitely like you get the DNA of
Yeah.
a cheap blended
Yeah.
Scotch, but then you don't get the weird grain.
It's good.
You don't get weird wood
You
components.
don't get the chemical.
I think that threw me off too much, and that's why I was. It's a really strong 7. I understand the 8, but I'm not going to go up on
I
it.
gotta give it props, man. This is interesting, right? Yeah. So 8,
All right, guys. Next category: flavor 17.
17.
17.
It's got a lot going on here. Intense flavors. The spiciness is really interesting because it carries through the entire breadth of the palate, and it's like at different points along the way, like the sweetness comes in, the fruits come in. It's really nice.
They did it right with that percentage.
Yeah, the pie proof really.
Yeah, the
really
proof
does.
punched
If this
it.
was an 80 proofer, it would be.
Oh, it'll fail.
it'd be too funky.
That's
Yeah.
a total
Too
fail.
funk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be a well Scotch, right?
Yeah.
And at Circus or something, right?
But even on the flavor profile, like it has aspects that I associate with like a blend.
it's a blended, blended whiskey.
Yeah.
It's and
Which honestly, this is called a single malt, but it's essentially they're blending these 3 different casks.
Right.
Aging. I'm assuming. I don't know if they're doing a multi-age thing. I don't think they are. But like, I think they're aging these into these different casks and blending it together to achieve this. And this is kind of like Chivas keeps coming to my mind. Like the 21. This is like a good cheap alternative to that. It's higher proof. Might be a little better.
I mean, I think the Royal Salute is better, but
It's a better mouthfeel than that
Yeah,
for sure. But this has a lot of similar flavor
like I
components.
said, it has that DNA of like a blended Scotch.
Yeah.
So I gotta say, pleasantly surprised. I thought it shared some of the positives of it's like rice-based whiskeys, wheat-based whiskeys.
So what did you guys get? I mean, I got the clear spice and I got the fruit. It was almost more like an green apple, like a sweet green apple.
Yes. So it's
Not
more
like
of
a
the
savory green apple like an Irish whiskey. This is sweet.
this
green
this
apple.
is definitely
But like with a caramel coating.
Yeah.
what's missing is like it doesn't have the intense jams or the stew. These are all ripe and very.
But it's like you're
almost
eating each individual fruit.
like very like green
And if you
apple.
think about sherry, you can kind of get it, but it reads very differently in this blend, and that's very interesting. Like I like the way it's presented.
Right, for sure.
Okay, guys. Next category: body 8.
I give it an 8.
I could see the 8. I gave it a 7.
I don't know, man. This was
It coats.
good.
It coats
well.
very well.
All right, I'll go up.
So now we're all at an 83.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm at an 82 still. Okay.
Oh.
Next category: complexity 8.
I give it an 8.
I gave it a 9.
I get the 9.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I gotta say,
It's spice. It's fruit.
it's like somebody gave me
getting
like a
a-
stack
no,
of paper and goes, you gotta sort through this.
I'm getting some of the savory, which was nice.
Remember, complexity doesn't mean that it has to be good. It just means that there's a lot of things to sort through.
Yeah, but what else is there? There's the spicy
savory component.
spicy
savory
element.
No, the sweet component is very
Sweet
like,
is good.
different, right? It's a lot of summer fruits, right? You said
Well, you get the
apple.
bite of like the almost not ripe.
Yeah, but
then you do get the
You
richness
get
of
the
a ripe.
raisins, right? You get the raisin component that you get in these blended.
That's
right?
what's so interesting about it is the raisin, the dark fruit influence. It's coupled with the bright fruit influence.
Yeah.
And it kind of turns into this clump.
Yeah.
Well, but that's where the complexity is.
It's like a green apple and you had a raisin
You
in it.
wouldn't sit here and go, you know what, this is straightforforard. I don't have to think about it.
I don't know.
To
I think
me,
it's an 8.
when you have to start thinking
Dude,
about it,
an 8 is really high, man. Like I think it's good. I don't think it's quite as complex as because I don't get a lot of the savory that you guys are getting.
I was good.
nah, I get the savory components as well. Yeah, like
that's
it's
fair.
like it's
Yeah,
chewy.
It doesn't have
right.
hump,
There's a
like,
chew component.
heft.
Look how long
But
we're
see,
talking about this. I think the
I give the
complexities-
chewy to body. It really coats well.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'll stick with my 9. I think this is
Okay, well let's move on to balance 8.
8. I
it
think
an
this
8.
is what.
But is it a 9?
No.
It's not a 9.
It's really good. It's really well balanced for what's here.
Yeah.
Like, what's off balance? I went back to it. I'm like, what's out of balance? Like, the spice you would think initially is a little bit off balance, but it actually is not. That's the anchor. The anchor
Yeah,
is
and
the
'cause it
spice
goes through the
that
finish,
carries
too,
through all the way
which
to
is
the
nice.
finish. And everything that comes in and out is actually
Okay, you know what?
But that's
well.
where it is though, because
Okay.
it goes in and out. Like it keeps fading. Like a lot of things with the
I'm gonna
with
bring
the
down the
brightness.
complexity. I'll bring up the balance to a 9. So
the balance a
complexity
9?
8, balance
know
is a
what's
9.
nine.
It is. You know what?
a
You know
strong
why
8.
I want to give an extra 1? Because
they could have
they
really
could have
messed this-
screwed this up.
Yeah, that's fair.
It required like an extra level of finesse,
gonna
and so
go-
I give it an extra point.
I'm gonna go to 9 also.
Yeah,
For balance. All right, next category, finish 8.
I give it a 7.
I don't know.
This
it
is
lingers.
this is where the
it's a
cheapness
nice
comes
mid
in.
finish.
This is where the cheapness
like it.
comes
It's not
in.
off-putting.
Yeah, I'm with you.
What
I
are
like
you
it.
talking about?
I think
And the
Spice.
coat is the same.
The coating is. I can still taste it, and
Yeah,
what
me
I'm left
too.
with is
It's
No.
pleasant. It's not
What's-
even.
what's-
off.
it's a little bit of the
lingers-
spice and a little bit of the savory.
what
Yeah.
lingers
Yeah.
on the tongue is cheap.
I'm not getting that.
It's
That's
Chivas.
It's a cheaper.
It's not bad
I'm not
though.
getting
No,
it,
but what
man.
Chivas, in terms of the flavor profile, I can't call it cheap in that regard. It's because the mouthfeel of the finish on that Chivas 21 is actually
Mouthfeel of the finish. It's just
Yeah,
like the
what are you
lingering
talking
flavor.
about?
Flavors.
It's out of my mouth. It's,
You
it's
have
down
to-
here
That's
now.
more body. So
Look,
I
I
get,
get it. You know, the thing is, Whiskey Advocate and their cigar, if you know, they do that like a 1/3. They do like the
first third,
Yeah,
yeah.
the first third, and then that's it. But here, I really think that it's found wanting. There's
I'll give
definitely
you-
this is not at the high
It's a
level.
weak. It's a weak 8. It's a soft 8. I'll agree with you there.
I mean, even if I took out all the single malts,
but
in
the reason
world,
it's an 8
and I
is-
just did the blended finishes, this is not.
The reason it's an 8 is there's nothing off-putting in the finish. The finish is really long.
I mean,
Still
it's a
taste
similar argument with the previous guy. They could have easily screwed this up.
it.
On the
And the
finish.
next sip is enhanced by
Come
it.
on.
I just feel like it's not a
It prepares you perfectly
It's
for
not
the
a
next sip.
proportional finish.
I don't
It's
know.
not proportional.
I think it's good. All right, guys. Next category: uniqueness. 8.
I give it an 8.
Yeah.
And I think the only reason it's not higher is that it's familiar to all of us, you know. But
Yeah.
it's also different. It's not a single malt. It's like the single malt's version of a blended whiskey or something.
Yeah,
You know,
it's like you can get this replicated in a blend, right?
Yeah.
It's the price point's good.
But the price point,
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't think you can get the intense flavors that you get sometimes in like the really well crafted single malt.
Right.
However, the really balanced blended whiskeys out there that's aged and aged well with good barrel selection, you know, it's just that's what I'm
Coming back
comparing
to
it to.
Chivas in my head, dude.
Yeah, no, I get it. I agree.
Yeah.
All right, drinkability. I could keep drinking this. I give it an 8.
I give it a 9.
I give it an 8.
I give it a 9.
I see the 9. Like,
I give
I gave it a 9.
I get the 9.
Like, can you imagine if they poured this in Vegas?
They would,
You'd sit
they would
there-
not.
I know, but I'm just saying. Like, think about what you typically get. You would sit there. You could pair this with. I'm thinking this
know what's
pairs with
interesting?
chicken.
Yeah,
This
it's terrible.
pairs with fish, lighter meats.
What's interesting is it's getting. I'm reading more sherry, the longer I wait, and the more I come back to it,
Oh man, man. This is like
and more I'm feeling like this is a Chivas,
Italian
This is
food.
like a bargain Chivas 21. It's like
I'm
it
going
doesn't
up.
quite have the luxurious mouthfeel. The flavor profile's.
I'm going up. Yeah, it's so drinkable.
You're
it's
right.
a 9.
It's a 9.
It's a 9 drinkability. You're right. Like
You're right.
if we're sitting around.
Yeah, we're enjoying it.
We're drinking
You're
this.
totally
have
right.
good,
I would
good
keep
time.
going.
We'd have a good time. Yeah.
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 All right. Well, very surprising.
Yeah.
Let's get to the non-flavor components here: aesthetics and value.
I give it a 5.
5 for
5.
aesthetics.
Yeah.
It's
Totally.
beautiful bottle.
It's beautiful, and it's got a little twist on there. Look
Yeah.
at this thing.
It looks great.
The curvature.
It looks great on
Yeah.
the and
The
it
color
doesn't
profile
look
looks
like
cool.
what you're gonna taste.
No, not at all.
You know, like
Yeah.
I looked at this and was like, okay, this is gonna be like a interesting.
I thought it was gonna be like a Duncan and Taylor.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be like.
I didn't know it was this high proof.
I thought it was gonna be Gordon MacPhail.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna get that kind of
Yeah.
presentation, but yeah.
Oh, it's good.
Final category: value. $70. 5.
5.
I gave it a 4.
I don't know, man. $70.
dude.
So
4.
because
$70.
I can't. I'm having a hard time dissociating this from
Non-age stated. You're giving it a perfect 5.
for $70
For that price? For 70?
What are you buying?
Yeah.
Macallan, 12-year sherry.
It's so different.
Different profile, man.
It's 100 proof.
You'll
101
enjoy
proof,
this.
too.
You may even enjoy this more.
Yeah, it might
just
be a
talked
4.
about it in
You're talking me down. I think you're.
Oh. Not at all. You just talked about it in Vegas. If I'm in Vegas, you're drinking this all night.
Yeah, but you're not gonna find this.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
How much is Johnny Gold?
50.
I mean, that has peat in it.
Has more peat.
different
than this.
profile, man.
But think
Different
about
profile.
think about
I think
what
I'd
you
enjoy
like
this
about
more.
Johnny Gold.
I think what I keep coming back to is like I get again like I think maybe it's just because I've been drinking the Chivas 21 on and off. Like I feel like I'm getting 80% of that experience for 50% of the price.
Yeah.
You know,
one
and
way
I'm
to
like
look at it.
everything but the mouthfeel and the coating, the flavor profile, the finish, the
complexity
depth,
of
the
that,
complexity
yeah.
is all there.
With what you're getting.
Doers, even the double, the lower aged ones.
Yeah, $70 though for 700 milliliters.
And different profile.
I think you're right. I think it is a 4.
No.
Not a
It's a
perfect,
5.
man.
Yeah, it's not perfect.
If this thing was $50, I'd say go
close.
get a case.
It's close. It's good. It's good. It's still
But
a
it's
good
getting
value.
up to the point where you're like, non-age stated.
Yeah.
At 70?
How much is this in the
Come
UK? I wonder if it's cheaper in Europe.
Whiskey Exchange, $58.
58 pounds?
58 pounds.
$58.
$58.
So $60 in Europe, I'll say. 55 to 60.
That's
Dang.
better. That's better.
That's
But we're in America, so
America.
yeah.
$10 on
I'm okay with my 4. I think it's a
I think
strong 4 week
Yeah,
5.
it's a strong
yeah.
4. Yeah.
All right. Interesting discussion, guys. I think I ended up just a point up. Let's get our final tally. I ended up at an 83.
84.
83.
Wow. Which gives us our official score in the Curiosity Public Ultimate Spirits Competition for Glenglassaugh Sandend, an 83.
Nice.
Wow. Gold medal.
Well done.
I mean, that tracks. I mean, a regular gold for us would end up being
A double
Whiskey of the
gold.
Year
Yeah.
for somebody else.
Right.
You know, I don't think this is anywhere close to becoming, a diamond,
Yeah, this is not a diamond.
but it's very good. It's a very good bargain. And
What's a bargain?
I would say if you're a fan of blended, like high-end blended whiskeys,
it's worth a try.
it's worth a try.
Yeah.
And if you're a fan of single malt sherry bombs,
I say
this
it's
isn't going
worth
to be
a
for
buy.
you. If you're a fan of peat bombs, this isn't for
Worth
you.
a buy.
But it's fun. It's a fun expression, and it's well done.
I think you just pair this with Italian food and you're good.
All right,
Italian
Tristan,
food, fish.
take us out.
So good. Tell us what you guys think in the comments below. Give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Either way, let us know. Subscribe for more videos from Curiosity Public. It really helps our channel out. Another good way is to buy t-shirts. Links will be in the description. Yeah, both of these. And another way is to join our membership program, Curiosity Private, here on YouTube and Patreon. And we do have a podcast out there on all the major podcast platforms. As always, stay safe, stay healthy.
Stay curious. Shocked? Shocked and awe?
Because I remember when I did the fresh crack, I was like, okay, this is not bad.
Okay.
This is not as bad as I thought it was. I thought it was going to get killed during our the competition because at least the fresh crack, I was like, oh man,
Probably
these
still had
are
the
so...
cheapness.
No, it didn't. It was very subtle. It was like very like... it was delicate.
Well, I think that's what it is. Is like it invokes the
And I was
cheap
worried.
blended whiskey flavor profile in a lot of ways.
Because I was worried because I looked at the percentage and it was giving me delicate flavors. So I was like, is this going to open up and it's just going to get more muted? And which is just get killed in the competition. But
No, it
held
nicely.
It held.
yeah.
Good stuff.
It'll hold.
Very good.
Intriguing.
Better go.
Will hold.
Hold. Is this off? Hold.
No.